Like in any genetic disorder worldwide, not only sickle cell, it's been seen that if you force people or compel people to select who they marry, it not only does it breed stigmatization and discrimination and all that, it doesn't help to control the condition. Okay. It sweeps it under the carpet. Even here in our country, Nigeria, we know, I've been called in churches to talk with prospective couples who want to marry and have tests done. Some churches would not marry couples when they're both carriers. Okay. What do? They go to laboratories and get
and the falsified
results and present, and they're carriers, but they present AA test results to pastors.
Let's quickly take this.
So call. That doesn't work.
Hello.
Hello.
Tope. Good day, Tope. Can we have your question?
I'm sorry, please. I want to speak with the doctor. Like what the other person has called him for. She said they should pass the outreach to everybody. Okay, a genotype of AS, and I did my husband's genotype before we got married, and they gave me AA. Well, when my son got sick, around 3 years, we did his own too. It was AS. So we continued. So we went to the hospital. We detected that the boy was sickle cell patient. So sometimes these hospitals or laboratories we use too, they at least for my own, I can't even cry it out. That it was this lab that really caused me having a sickle cell patient right now.
Okay. Thank you, Tope. I sympathize with you.
That's quite common.
That happens.
And that's the reason our laboratory in the Sickle Cell Foundation, at National Sickle Cell Center, we call it a hemoglobin reference laboratory. Okay. So that's where people come when there are doubts. We have couples.
So people do get wrong results.
Incorrect. Not necessarily because it's a question of standards. I know that some laboratories maybe human error, or sometimes just that people don't do the right things in the laboratories. But we've asked that whenever they come to our center, we repeat tests. Okay. We can't go by the tests you present to us. And like she said, couples have come who are told they're AA and AS, and they have a child who's SS.
So obviously,
and that's not possible. Yes. So we are also looking at having government regulate all these, because that's government's work. Okay. Regulation.
Let's quickly get back to Dr. Oluweshelu. You were telling us about the
bone marrow transplant is a treatment procedure in which you use bone marrow stem cell of a normal person to replace another stem cell that is abnormal or damaged.
So does it become normal?
Yes, it becomes normal.
When he has children, do they get the sickling gene?
Of course, they will get sickling gene.
Okay, so it's normal for himself alone.
What that procedure is for is for the person to live a normal life. Yes. To live a normal life, no complication of sickle cell. He's not going to be hospitalized. He's not taking blood transfusion. Of course, he's doing well. But however, the gene that is carrying that abnormal hemoglobin has not been changed.
Okay, let's quickly take a break. We'll come back and we'll continue from where we stopped. Let's go on another quick break. We'll be back with the conclusion. Stay with us. Welcome back for the concluding part. We're going straight to find out what qualifies anybody for a bone marrow transplant. And that's
that's an interesting question, because everybody come for it and want to do transplant. There are some criteria that one must meet. One of it is that the person must be a true sickle cell anemia patient. Number two, the person's age must be less than 16 years. Then number three, that individual must have what you call HLA identical sibling. HLA identical sibling, this is very important. You cannot do a transplant without having somebody that is compatible with you.
The person must be compatible. A sibling.
Yes, must be. That to get the best results. To get the best results, that is preferred. When you see somebody, your sibling, want to give you the donor, it's better than using your mother or your father or using somebody who is not related to you or a family member. So that is the number one thing we ask for. And before the transplant, the doctor will do the test and see that they are compatible, they are matched. Because it goes a long way to determine the success of this transplant.
Okay, well, let me ask you, have you seen successful transplants? By that I mean the transplant has been done and the person is now living a normal life 2, 3, 4 years on.
In fact, we as the Sickle Cell Foundation and LUT, of course, they signed an agreement at a time in which we moved 40 Nigerians, or about 50 Nigerians,
more than 40 years,
to Rome, where transplant was done free of charge for them. And today, some of them 4 years, 5 years, they are doing well.
They're well.
They're
cured.
Of course, they are within the lake. They stay with us here. They have gone back to school, some of them in Canada, US, and all those things.
Okay.
So the procedure is the cure.
Okay. Now, obviously, we are seeing this is a cure, even though it's quite selective. Everybody won't get to have this cure. But I imagine the cost must be prohibitive, having to travel all the way. So what are we doing about it here? Because this is where we carry the most burden.
Yes. This is where I come in. This is the Sickle Cell Foundation Nigeria. Our tripartite arrangement with us, LUT, and the Hematology Institute in Rome was initially to have our clients sent to Rome for treatment, but at the end of the day, it was for technology transfer so that we can have it done locally here. So before the end of the year, we're very optimistic. We should be able to have it accessible to our people in Nigeria, in Lagos, between us and LUT. There's a site already in LUT where it will be domiciled. The UD should be domiciled there. We are looking to, we're looking for 20 million to finish construction of that site, and 230 million naira to equip it and procure consumables to begin.
Well, I wish you all the best, and everybody who needs the help, that by the end of the year, everything will be available.
But very quickly, I just want to point out again, I guess to pick up from where Oluwasegun left off, that is not everyone who is a good candidate for it. So we must not jettison the simple measures and management processes and protocols for managing people with sickle cell. People have also asked, has it ever been done in Nigeria? Yes. Like I said to you, on the 20th of June, we had Dr. Bazwaye from UBTH Benin. University of Benin Teaching Hospital. He has done 3, but since 2011 he hasn't done any more. He has done 3 successful ones, but because of funding, he has not been able to do more.
Okay, so here's to wishing all of you the very best, and that you'll be able to do all these procedures right here in this country for the sake of
Nigerians.
Our people. Thank you so much for coming,
Thank
Dr.
you, Mary.
Kinshete.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you, Dr. Oluwasegun. That was so enlightening.
Thank you.
Thank you for being with us, all our viewers. It's wonderful to be with you and talk about these things. Let's make it a date another time. I am Mary Alale Yusuf. Have a great day.